Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we uncover the hidden financial stories behind the companies you care about, because sometimes the numbers tell you more than the press releases ever will. Today we are diving into a fascinating update from SEMP, RA, a major player in the energy world, and its subsidiary San Diego Gas and Electric Company. They have a new report out detailing some pretty big regulatory changes. This report is about a new law in California called the 2025 Wildfire Legislation, which became official on the 19th of September 2025. It's a big deal for how they handle wildfire costs. Think of it as a follow up to a previous law, Assembly Bill 1054, that already set up a wildfire fund. This new law adds an extra layer of help, a kind of backup fund if the original one runs out of money. It's called the Wildfire Fund Continuation Account, and it could have up to $18 billion available for wildfire claims. Now, this isn't for everyone. Only big electric companies in California, like San Diego Gas and Electric, can use this new fund. Gas-only companies are out of luck on this one. So how does this continuation account work? It becomes active if all the big electric companies agree to join by the 4th of October 2025. Then, if the original wildfire fund starts to run low before the end of 2028, or if one of these companies expects more than $1 billion in wildfire claims in a single year, this new account kicks in. San Diego Gas and Electric plans to be part of this new fund. This new fund is going to be paid for by a mix of customers and company money. Customers could end up paying through new bonds that extend an existing charge from 2036 to 2045. On the company side, shareholders will contribute money too. San Diego Gas and Electric specifically expects to contribute about $387 million in total through 2045. This includes fixed payments each year and some extra payments if the fund needs it. And it's not just about paying for wildfire damage. This new law also deals with preventing future wildfires. The companies have to invest in wildfire mitigation and to raise a cap on how much of that investment they can earn a profit on. For San Diego Gas and Electric, this cap is set at $258 million for investments made after the 1st of January 26. The law also touches on liability caps. What this means is that if a company is found to have acted imprudently in causing a wildfire, they might have to pay back money to the continuation account. However, there are limits to how much they have to pay back, especially if the account is already depleted or if they have already contributed significantly. San Diego Gas and Electric's estimated cap for these reimbursements is about $1.4 billion. To get these benefits like the liability cap, the companies need to maintain a valid safety certification. This is an annual check by California's Office of Energy Infrastructure Safety to make sure they are meeting wildfire prevention requirements. This part of the law remains largely unchanged by the new legislation. There is also a change in how insurance companies handle claims. They now have to offer the electric utility in the wildfire area the chance to buy or settle claims on the same terms as a third party, before selling those claims to someone else. This could give utilities more control over the claims process. Finally, the new law sets up a task force. This group will look into new ways to manage wildfire risk and will report back to the California legislature with recommendations by April 2026. So this is not just about the immediate future, but also about finding better long-term solutions. Now, let's talk about what this all means. This new legislation is a significant step in addressing California's wildfire crisis. It tries to balance the need to protect customers from high costs with ensuring that utility companies have the financial resources to manage wildfire risks and recover from them. The fact that they are setting up a substantial continuation account shows how serious the state is about ensuring financial stability for these companies in the face of potential large wildfire liabilities. It also means that while shareholders are expected to contribute, there are mechanisms in place to limit their exposure, particularly if they are found to have acted prudently. Sempra as a parent company has a diverse set of operations. While this report focuses on wildfire legislation in California, it is important to remember that Sempra operates in other regions too, like overseeing Oncor in Texas. Changes in one area can have ripple effects, and the company has to manage regulatory landscapes across all its territories. The mention of Oncor's dividends being potentially impacted by regulatory requirements highlights the ever-present risk of regulatory actions affecting financial performance. Overall, Sempra and San Diego Gas and Electric are navigating a complex regulatory environment, especially concerning wildfire risk. This new law seems designed to provide a more robust financial safety net. However, the devil is always in the details of implementation, cost recovery approvals from the CPC, and how the actual wildfire events play out. The company is leaning on these new legal protections, but the ultimate financial impact will depend on future wildfire activity and regulatory decisions. Alright, that is our breakdown of this important filing. What is your take on this new wildfire legislation and what it means for Sempra and its customers? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching, see you next time.